Oh, my video is froze. Nobody told me nothing.
Cause ain't nobody saying that.
Bullshit. That's some straight up bullshit.
All right. So everybody, well, I think we live now. Oh, it's still saying prepared. Okay, and I think we're live. Yeah, we're live, y'all. All right. So y'all go ahead and share the video real quick.
You tag me?
Me too.
There
Yeah,
it
he
is.
tagged me.
He just posted.
Oh, he just posted.
Okay.
I'm Gucci. Let's go.
Gucci.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
I can start it.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's cool on live.
Oh, if you got the live up, let me know if y'all hear some music. Give me just 1 second.
I don't have it on.
Let me see. Let me go live. Okay. I don't see it on my page. It hasn't popped up. Let me see.
You looked at your notifications?
Yeah, I'm on my notifications now.
When I call
Y'all hear music playing?
Same.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Got it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So how everybody been doing today?
Fine. How are you? How you
Blessed of the
doing?
Lord.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. That's good. So so let's go ahead and introduce ourselves real quick to everybody as people come in. We'll turn the music down just a tad bit.
How everyone doing? I'm Miss T.
Right.
I'm Kenya.
Ken.
Ken with the J.
I'm Erin Nicole.
Erin Nicole. E-N.
Erin.
Erin.
I'm Chris D. Queen shit.
Yeah.
Hey, QS.
And last but
baby.
definitely not least, I am D Grow. I'm also known as King Grow, as some of y'all will get to know me in the future.
Hey, King.
Hey,
Captain
King.
and G King.
Okay. And of course, everybody know who I am. I am Corte.
Hello, Corte.
Hey, Cortane.
Corte.
All right. And then we do have a special guest on today, which we will be interviewing him. So I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself.
What's up, y'all? I go by the name of AB from Bailey Music Group.
All right, AB. Nice to see you.
AB.
Right.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Hola.
Hello.
Okay. So do we have any current events or anything going on right now? Anybody know of anything that's in the media right now? We need to go ahead and let everybody know of.
Besides this Fort Worth foolishness.
Yes.
listen, that was a mess.
Oh my
I
God.
caught a glimpse of
The event is one thing, but go down and read the comments if you want to be triggered. If you want to have a good day, don't read the comments.
Okay, what was this
Y'all
again?
laughing, but I'm dead serious.
Okay, so can you
Well-
elaborate on what's going on?
Yeah, tell us what happened
Mm,
in Fort Worth.
Okay, there was not a shooting, but there was a massive gathering of people in Fort Worth against the stay-at-home order, against the social distancing order. Well, for some reason, well, for whatever reason, things were not getting broken up to their liking, and police opened up fire. I'm not clear of the details if they opened up fire at somebody or just opened up fire to get everybody to scatter. And the comments underneath are quite ridiculous, especially considering there's other news of white people who are at beaches doing whatever they want to do, and there have been no shots fired and nothing of that nature.
Oh no,
But
because
a gathering of black people.
they're passing them masks. They're going around passing them masks. Put this on. But when it comes to us, they're throwing us on the ground and shooting in the air, whatever you said they were doing it for.
Okay, so it was confirmed that the police were actually shooting in the air?
Yeah.
Is this the same event where 5 people were shot? Or
Yeah.
this is the same event?
I think so. That were injured. Yes. I'm trying to find it right now.
It's a shame.
That's a very much of a shame. So they have event this weekend. It's for
Okay, some of the video is
Who's talking?
terribly messing up. That sound like Miss T. Miss T, if you can you restart your video? I'll let you back in.
It's still bad now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sound
Yes.
yeah.
So
Okay,
go ahead
I'll
and, go
okay.
ahead and drop out, and you probably had to connect to Wi-Fi, and then
Okay.
come back in. I'll let you back in.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So as people are coming in, I do want to tell everybody thank you for tuning in with us today. We have a very good show lined up for you all. We have a total of 3 topics today and an interview. So be sure to tune in. Be sure to interact with us. We are watching the comments as they come through, and they may be read out loud. So make sure we tune in, follow with us, and share the video. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So we know we have our first topic on the board. Okay. Let me go ahead and. So for our first topic today, our first topic is in love with a man you really don't want to marry because you're scared of divorce. And this can go both ways. Let's do this between man and woman. So you can be in love with a man or in love with a woman, but you don't want to marry them because you're scared of divorce. What's y'all intake on that?
Well, am I better than y'all?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know how do I leave that?
Leave meeting.
I can't find it.
It's in the corner.
I got you.
Okay, let me go.
All right. Okay, so do we have any feedback on it?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
What we got?
I will take
Oh.
it. Here, I got it.
Like
Here we go. As far as me and my house go, while I will not say I'm afraid of marriage, I'm not afraid of divorce at all. However, divorce runs high in my immediate family. I'm talking both siblings and my mom and dad and my mom's mom and my mom's sister. So for me, I just keep seeing around my immediate person on the blood side of things going into marriage so quickly and people not finding a way to work it out. And so I'm extremely slow to give my heart over completely and to think about going in that direction of marriage is like, it's a legitimate life or death thought for me. Like I go into it with that much care and concern over not just my heart, but their heart and the assets we might acquire or come in with. So it's a loaded thing for me. So while I'm not afraid of divorce, I'm not quick to marry either. for one, I like my space. If I'm being completely honest, I'm enjoying big space. So it's just that's hard because I'm also not dating currently on purpose too. So
I don't know if you was the right person to speak on it then.
To me, to me, I look at it as if I do date someone, yes, I'm in love with someone, and if we do work on that path of getting married, divorce wouldn't be in my head because I don't want to think the negative on
Right.
my marriage going to be bad. Because if you go in thinking about a divorce, you already starting your marriage off,
Yes.
bad already. So why even get married or even bring up the opportunity of being married? Just go ahead and date for the rest of your lives. Jennifer Hudson and her fiance did. That was engaged for 30 years. And then look what happened to them now.
That's why he
And
left
Did you
now
say 30?
I sure
That's
did.
why he left her ass.
Sure did.
She didn't want to commit.
Exactly. So it's
Not
like,
Oprah ain't done it either.
you said, well, see, Oprah don't know if she want Gail or she wants Stedman, so we don't know.
Okay, so on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and log off.
Thank you.
Well, she
with
wants Gail, but Stedman is steady. So
like they
I
say,
don't know if that lady want Gail or not.
so basically like they say,
y'all cannot put that out there.
So
Allegedly.
so same thing. So Oprah is doing the same thing a lot of DL men do. They'll go out and marry a woman and they'll use the woman as their beard. So is Oprah using Stedman as her bra?
I don't know. I think that they have a great relationship. They had a great friendship, and they didn't want to mess that up by being married. Of course, we all know that Oprah is the breadwinner in that situation. And maybe she was fearful of losing what she has worked so hard to get. She'd been through Harpo beating her and all of these things. So, with that, everything that she's gained, she probably didn't want to marry him and worry about the risk of losing him and losing her empire, what she built. But what is common law marriage at this point?
That's selfish, though. If that's what she's thinking about, if that's the only thing she's thinking about is losing her wealth, that's what you need to sign some documents.
But it's actually
your shit.
It's a two-way street. If he isn't pushing the issue, she isn't pushing the issue.
They chilling.
That's it.
He probably got a dude up in that guest house with him anyway. Ain't no telling what they got.
Anyway, since we already going off topic talking about Oprah and Gail and Stedman,
we're talking about
in that Tiger King
y'all will not.
Cause that's all they doing a Tiger King marriage. But anywho, we got some comments in our on our live. So let me go back real quick. Well, okay, here we go. So Tony, I don't want to mess her last name up. Tony Chesley. She said, "Is the person really scared of divorce, or is the person scared to be alone?"
Ooh.
And then she also said, "Divorce should not be an option in a marriage." I agree.
That's what you said.
And then Priscilla Marshall said, "In anything, understand and be knowledgeable of risk, but there doesn't have to be fear. It's not divorce, it's what it represents to you about you. Do you consider yourself a failure at losing something?" And then Tony said, "Oprah is married to her career. She said that if she had married Stedman, they would have been divorced by now." And I agree. I agree.
I agree with that too. And I think with anything you do, you have to be able to pay attention to the signs and know that person. And you're going to have to realize whatever you're dealing with that person before you're married. When you get married, 9 times out of 10, it's going to continue or it's going to magnify. You got to write down what the pros and the cons are. And if it's something that you're willing to work on, the problem is a lot of us don't consider counseling, therapy, or anything like that.
Right.
Those are things that are going to help you be your greatest. And it's okay to seek help when you feel you need it. For me, I've been in a position where I had a ring. but I knew that person wasn't the person that I wanted because they had things that I knew I couldn't deal with. Was I gonna settle for that? Nope. And if you can't fix it, there's no need for us to move forward because I'm not going into a marriage with that. When I get married, I believe you're one under God and we're gonna continue, we're gonna rock this thing out. So that's what we're gonna do. And if you're doing stuff before we get married, we're gonna have to have those conversations and try to seek help before we even go to God with that.
Jump that broom, girl.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's wrap up on this topic because we are now going over into our interview with AB. AB, you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right then. So go ahead and introduce yourself to all our viewers out there. And we'll jump off. We'll have Erin take over the interview process. And then once she finishes with her questions, then the rest of us will be able to jump in with probably 1 or 2 questions and then we'll go from there. Okay. So let's go ahead, AB.
All right. All right, my name is AB. It stands for All Biz. I'm under Bailey Music Group. Go get my album, Underrated. It's the best thing out right now.
All right then.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Where can we get your music and how can we get it? You said go get it. Go get it from where?
Whatever app you use, just type in
Like
All
iTunes?
Biz and you should see my picture of iTunes, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Pandora, whatever. It's out there.
Noted. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Well, first I want to welcome you and thank you for accepting our interview request. And I guess we're gonna jump right into the questions. I was reading some information that I had on you, and I see that you invested over 12 years into music and poetry. And I wanted to know, my first question is, what was your inspiration as far as music? Did we lose him?
Did we lose him?
He's
AB.
thinking, I think.
I scared him off. I'm sorry. I just didn't know where to go find it.
He is off.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-O.
Come back.
But what
Oh my God.
Maybe his signal dropped because Miss T hasn't come back. Maybe something happened with the signal. There he is.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Go.
My bad. Am I coming up clear?
Yes, I can see you clear.
Okay. Like I was saying, like I started back in high school, and at this time I was studying like English 4, and the next subject we were doing was poetry. And he was like, "Man, you better master this and ace this part of your class, so that's the only way you can get your diploma." And I guess I gravitated to it easily, and I could understand it. And I just took that and applied it to the so-called rapping or the freestyle or whatever, and I just put it together, and I was kind of good.
Oh, that's great. So when you write your music, do you write your music to capture a particular audience, or do you just go off what comes from the heart and whoever gets it, gets it? He don't like my question. Hello.
It ain't me. It's like as soon as I start talking, it'll throw me out. I got a question. Can you say it again? My apologies.
Oh no, no problem.
I got it. It's
Okay.
no. I write to what benefits me. Like I just want people to know me. I'm not really looking to please anybody. I'm just giving you my stories.
Okay, that's cool. So we know you just dropped your visual short film video for 6ix9ine. What was your inspiration behind the song, and what was the inspiration behind the video?
Well, me and Marcus Bailey, we've been working together on a lot of things, and I come up with the idea of the song, and like I feel like it's a relatable topic to everybody. You know, you don't have some people cross you or you don't trust anymore, and I gave the song to him. I'm like, you know, what do you think about it? And he was like, man, I can see what you're talking about. Just stop listening to you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna help you write a script for the video, because I told him, like, the videos that I want to do, I want to get in depth. I don't want to do the regular standing around and have all your partners in your video, just the normal rap stuff. So the man behind the movies, let's do short films on my music video.
Okay. That's cool. So, like, as far as the album, I had an opportunity to listen to it, and I see for your song Cap, you had the opportunity to collaborate with Lil Flip. Like, how did that feel to have? How does it feel to have Lil Flip on your album?
Well, it's shocking. It's like when DeMarcus told me about it and the opportunity, I'm like, I can't pass it. This is somebody I grew up listening to. I got the opportunity to work with him, man. Let's do it. I really want to showcase to the world that I can sit up here with some of the big dogs around here.
Amen. Okay. So, what advice would you give someone wanting to work in the industry as a musical artist?
Go with your heart. Like, your heart has to be strong, because everything's not going to go your way when you first get in. So be prepared to take some losses, but also be prepared to push your brand. Like, stand strong or whatever you believe in, so when nobody try to compromise your work.
Let me backnote that with AB real quick. AB, I'm also, well, I was an artist as well, so I've done music in the past. And when you made that statement about, you know, just being true to yourself and, you know, kind of just sticking with it. For me, being a female in the industry, it wasn't as easy because there were the quote unquote snakes that will actually just, you know, try to get over on you and stuff like that.
Right.
But so I kind of geared away from being an artist. So, but I still have like my EP that I put out and stuff like that. But it's just not nothing that I want to do because it kind of like left a bad taste in my mouth. But I just will say, just keep going. I gave up on it, but just keep going and just, you know, Lil Flip, that was my dude back in the
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's up though. But
Yeah,
I'm
and I
still
think it's
trying to play music. I mean, I'm looking at it.
But when you have a good team behind you, it's amazing what you can do and what you can accomplish, and it's definitely motivating to keep moving forward. At this time, does anyone else have any questions that they want to jump in and ask?
Do you have any shows coming up, sir? That was a joke.
I was gonna say I was gonna answer it too.
I was saying, if you got a show, hell, let me know.
Right.
Oh, it's on down the road. Like we trying to plan for the future, and we really just, you know, shooting in the dark. But DeMarcus had emailed me a couple some information on some shows that we need to try to get on, but it's nothing's in concrete right now. We still writing in pencil, not ink.
I got you, man. Thank you.
Okay.
My question would be, and don't look at me crazy, but I'm not into that genre of music, but I appreciate everything that you do, and I want you, young man, to keep going. But my question to you is, how is it having a relationship and continuing to go forward in this industry? A relationship one-on-one, someone that you love particularly.
It's kind of rough. Like the relationship part, it all bounced back on trust. Like the person got it. Like, oh girl, she got to trust me. Like I might be in the environment with some other ladies or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, I'm working. Like I'm always gonna put my brand first, and this is my heart. I put everything I got into my music, and if you don't trust me, What happened? Oh, I see you now. Yeah.
I done been in the studio late at night.
But, hey, look here.
I'm messing with
That's not every artist though. I understand. Like, I understand that's not every artist. Like, I'm serious about mine. This ain't no game to me. Like, I'm coming in here to work. I got a goal that I'm trying to achieve because I'm not doing this for me no more. I'm doing this for somebody else.
Okay. So my question would be, what is your writing process to each of your tracks?
It just depends on what's on my mind, how my mood is at that day, and also how I feel when I first hear the beat. Like, I'm gonna sit with that beat for a couple hours and just listen to it and see how I gravitate towards it.
Okay. And with you saying, because I was there when you were shooting your video, and I don't want to call it a music video because after seeing the finished product of it, it did look like a short film. Do you always want to go the short film route with all the tracks that you decide to make into a video?
You put Thriller. I say yeah.
That's exactly what I was looking at, because I study the game and I see everything is really the same in the rap game. Everybody's doing the same thing, and I want to be the artist that's going to stand out. And the main reason why I did choose to sign with DeMarcus was, like I said, he was the man behind the stage plays in the movies. And I told him, like, I think we can team up and we can make something that'll really pop. Because you got some ideas with that camera and scripts, and your scripts also relate to my lyrics. So I think it'll work out perfectly.
Yeah.
And working with DeMarcus, I promise you it will.
Yeah,
exactly. I worked with him for the first time, and I was happy with the outcome of what he was able to do. So, and then after seeing what he did for you and how y'all collaborated together, I was amazed because, like you had said, a lot of rap artists, hip hop artists are out here doing these music videos. And like you had stated earlier, you'll see a video and there's thousands of people in the video, but then by the time you make it to the end, you don't know what you just listened to. You don't know, did it match? It didn't match up to the title of the song, is what I'm trying to say. Exactly. So it's like, are y'all just out here just throwing a video together and then another thing, know your lyrics. If you're doing a music video and you don't know your lyrics, you ain't prepared. I have seen videos where people who don't know their lyrics, which means you don't even take your own craft serious.
Yeah.
So it's good to know that not only that you're in this industry and you a great artist, you actually taking yourself serious, and that's a good thing coming from a rap artist, because that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Priscilla, so we have Priscilla Marshall. I think she want to ask you a question. She said, when rappers speak about having different women in their lyrics, and later down the line their partner is embarrassed with public headlines that they are manifesting their words, should be shot. In other words, should a female expect and accept those words to be true?
What?
No, is she the female?
Look, now we're not going to attack the people who's watching us now. Y'all better respect these people. Sure.
Let's let AB answer and then we'll answer.
Yeah, go ahead, AB.
Well, I'll tell her straight up, like, it just depends on who that person is, because 9 times out of 10, especially in today's music, it's fabricated.
That part.
And it's just something that they can rhyme or make it sound good. But like, if that person wasn't truthful with you from the start, when you started messing with them about what they do or what they done did something with, or whoever they done did it with, like, that's something you gotta reflect on yourself about. You like what y'all was saying earlier about knowing that other person. Like, you gotta know everything and know if that person is a truthful artist or a person that's just slapping something on top of a record.
Right. And most of the time it's that way anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Did anybody have any last questions before we wrap up this interview? We're gonna play his music video as well.
Hoot.
You gonna play the video?
Yeah. Nobody else have any more? I thought somebody had another question before we go into the video.
Okay, so I have one more question. So with that being said, the last statement that you made, like if a artist, if he talks about something in his songs that he hasn't really done, does that take away from who he is and the truth within him as an artist?
No, and it's just some artists come from the heart with it, and some people just try to come from the head with it. And there are good storytellers out here, but every story is not 100% true.
Okay.
It's probably fabricated.
And see, and I can go along with that because I'm gonna say me and Chris D, for instance, we write short films, we write plays, and we do write great stories. So basically, AB is just a artist version on the music side of what we do on stage and in film. So a lot of things we put in our scripts and in our, on stage and film doesn't necessarily have to be true. So we're just telling a story, just like AB tells stories in his songs. Now, do people go overboard with some of the storytelling, some of this music? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they do. So, like he said, you just have to be a great storyteller and not have to degrade someone so bad to where they have to ask these kind of questions about accepting what is being said in the lyrics or what we do on stage and in film.
Right.
All right.
So let me see, can I get the video to play?
Is that you? Is that him in the picture?
Well, with that, oh yeah, that's me. I cleaned up that day. I don't look rough like I do now.
At first, I thought it was the guy from what's his name on Black Ink, the one in
Really?
Caesar.
not Atlanta,
You look bald. No.
the other one with the long curly hair. Fuck, what?
Ryan?
forgot his
From
name.
Ryan? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Who you thought I thought? Talking about Caesar? Oh God.
Look,
So
you saw
AB
my face turned up. I'm like, ugh.
AB, you want to go ahead and introduce your video? We're gonna play Snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
All right. Yeah. Here's my new video, Snakes. Check that out. Let me know what you think. Leave me some comments. If you do like it, share it on your page or whatever app you're on. Just check me out.
All right.
Let them niggas know you all business. Hey, been nonchalant.
Don't tell your niggas on here. They should be putting up. They running late again. I don't like that shit. Man, calm down, man. Man, shut up. They should be here in a second. Oh, this ass, man. Hey, man, this tape kind of hard, man. Digging this shit. Appreciate it. Come over there. Hey, where the fuck my gun at? Oh, shit, man, I put the gun in the trunk. What you do that for? It was an accident, man. I put the bag and the gun in the trunk. Hey, but check this out. That is BMW. Hey, man, calm down. We'll be all right. Hey, we finna get this money, huh? Get it.
Say this my brother, this my dog. We been through it all. And loyalty, the most important thing that we about. Remain silent when your dog not even around. And loyalty, the most important thing that we about. Say this my brother, this my dog. We been through it all. And loyalty, the most important thing that we about. Remain silent when your dog not even around. And loyalty, the most important thing that we about. Let them niggas know you all business. Hey, I ain't got no fucking friends in this industry. I know some people and they act like they be kin to me. I be having dreams they gon' give me John F. Kennedy. Obituaries on the time they'll mention me. I pay attention, see right through who they pretend to be. Then I left her the post, she talking about bitching me. Unfortunate, can't force some shit that ain't meant to be. If it ain't about $1, then it ain't making no sense to me. These secret motives not unnoticed, we don't do exposing. Hypnotized by my flowing once I get it going. Smell like a skunk, been in my house when my door sack be open. She like to smoke, so I don't charge her when she bust it open. Don't show the stash, they'll get you when it's overflowing. Straps be loaded, no more slipping, I'm remaining focused. Just run the play, I got the pack that I had put in motion. Silent investment, it's the checklist I was keeping folded. My attitude been a fool, I can't trust nobody. Gotta keep my heat loaded, I got my shit beside me. I don't want no friends in this shit, these niggas fake to me. I don't want no friends in this shit, these niggas snakes to me. Can't tell who genuine, don't need them next to me. Smell what I'm cooking, I ain't giving up my recipe. Keep it a grin, I ain't down with all the questioning. Just have some faith in me, or let me be, no pressuring. They say they pray for me, don't try to pray on me, or put their hate on me. I keep a K, they wait for me. Change up my huddle once I see that they been fake to me. Really can't be the only one that got away from me. I'm in the Soto, moving slow-mo where Lil Shay would be. My own cousin played it foul and he just ate with me. When you raise your status, niggas hate the way you chase the cheese. It's VIP, where I be, smoke be in the breeze. Snakes in the yard, low taper, just so that I can see. And I be fresh out of favors, unless it's right for me. I don't want no friends in this shit, my trust stay on E. Faking they phony, basically, that's what I'm saying, G. My attitude been a fool, I can't trust nobody. Gotta keep my heat loaded, I got my shit beside me. I don't want no friends in this shit, these niggas fake to me. I don't want no friends in this shit, these niggas snakes to me.
Yeah, they killed him. He got me killed.
Oh my goodness. You know Raquel, my girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah, she blessed my game that day.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's about her shit. She good. She on her shit.
Yeah, she really is though. I'll give her that.
Let me tell y'all something. I just want to give myself a pat on the back because I did not know how we're gonna get videos to play on this show.
But you did it.
I did it, and then I was researching. I'm like, how do you get videos to play on Zoom while we on live? And I finally figured it out, and boom, it happened. So AB, the first video that we played on the show, and it was a good video.
Look at you making history.
Now watch how many other snakes do it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like it.
That was a great video. That was a great video. Do you have any final remarks for us or to the audience?
Man, I want to thank y'all for the opportunity to and just get to speak my mind with you. Well, like I said, I just want to thank everybody else that supports me and music.
Oh, you're breaking up real bad. Yeah, you're breaking up bad.
Can you hear me now?
You know, sign language a little bit, maybe. We'll try to figure it out.
Oh, we still.
Oh no.
Need somebody.
Okay, there you go. I think you better come back in.
My attitude been a fool. I can't trust nobody. I love that part of that song.
I had to okay, so his name is All Biz.
All Biz.
I was looking up AB.
He said all biz.
But AB for sure.
Don't worry, I checked you. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
He
there you
said.
Do better.
He said what he said.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes,
we can hear you now.
All right, like I said, just everybody that supports me and my team will get that. And thank y'all.
He gone again.
Yeah,
I think he said anyone that supports him and his team, he thanked them. I think that's
Bam.
what he said. Priscilla Marshall said it was good. The video was great, y'all.
Yep.
Okay, I think he's back now.
It was a shocker. Like, oh, okay. Okay.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm about to call AT&T and get this fixed.
Oh, that's why you
Right.
got AT&T.
Watch out, I'm 18.
And you in Tyler too, so yeah, you're in the
Yeah.
country. AT&T
Yeah.
don't do good in the woods.
And that's exactly where I'm at, in the woods.
Aw.
But okay, now that we got you clear, go ahead and give your final words.
Just go get the album, man. Just tell me what you think about it. I promise you won't be disappointed.
I'm gonna put the picture of the album up right now so people can see it and know the name of it.
Underrated.
Underrated is what it's called. And here we go. And
Can somebody can y'all drop the link to Spotify on the live?
For the people that's not listening,
On the live. Can you drop it on the live? Can you drop it on the live? Can you drop it?
Yeah,
Can you
I'm gonna
drop
get
it on
that
the
in
live?
there. Let me see.
okay, he finna post it up in there. So yeah.
Drop it on the live.
All right, so we do appreciate you for coming on and hanging out with us, and it was a great interview. We all enjoyed your video. We are proud of your success on your. Is your first album? No, not your first album.
Nah, this is my
No.
first one under Bailey.
Got it. Okay, got it. Now it makes sense. Perfect. Okay, so
we have urban poetry.
looking forward to more and more short films instead of music videos. Are you working on another one?
Yeah, we just trying to line up some dates. I can't disclose which one we're gonna do. We're trying to surprise everybody.
Okay.
That's what's
But
up.
they're coming. It's gonna stay just like that. We're doing the short films.
Well, let me pause Facebook Live real quick and just whisper it in my video. I would say whisper in my ear, but you can't whisper it in my ear. We gotta stay social distancing. So, all right. So thank you for coming on, and we'll be looking out for more things, for other things that you do. If you ever want to come back on the show, please do not hesitate to reach out to any one of us. We'll be glad to have you back. Okay.
For sure. Like I say, thank y'all, and I will be back.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all.
All right. So moving right along. Okay.
Moving right along.
Y'all ready for our next topic?
Yes, let go.
Is Miss T coming back?
I sent her the link. I don't know where she is.
She said her reception was.
I guess her reception is horrible. Anyway.
All right. Next topic. COVID-19 testing. Should you get it? Yes or no? Even if you don't have the symptoms. Let me finish the question. Let me tell you something. COVID-19 testing. Should you get it? Yes or no? Even if you don't have the symptoms. How safe is the test? How safe are the testing sites? Do you feel that some tests are tainted? Let's go.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
That answer for what? King, you okay?
I'm laughing at y'all actually.
So I would say
I think everybody should take the test just because. Do I think it's tainted? Yes, I do think that some of the tests they probably are just saying we have COVID just to keep numbers up to scare the shit out of us. What was the other question?
You go back to it.
I inbox you.
How safe is the test? How safe are the testing sites? And do you feel that some of the tests are tainted? So, reason why I'm not gonna take the test is because you is not about to put this in my nose.
Why is that? Is that too long?
Look at this. Look at this.
kitchen. But
this is not going in my nose.
Is this
okay?
PG?
This is not going in my nose.
It was not that bad, y'all.
Have you taken the test, King?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's so great.
And you say it's not that bad?
Really not.
Well, he got a big nose, so it don't matter. Next.
I wouldn't cuss you out, but I'm a man of God.
But I think they're starting to do it with blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
with they already were doing it with blood. They're gonna start doing it with saliva.
I think there's a school, if I'm not mistaken, there's a school in don't kill me, I think it was in New Jersey, that formulated a new testing where they do it with saliva, and they only doing it in that state, in that city, and then they're gonna see can they get enough funding to distribute it out to all of the US, because they do know people are not able to put that straw up their nose. I can't, I will not.
Like you gonna have to sedate me.
I can't either. Seeing just
if it matters life or death, you wouldn't still just take that chance and do
if
that.
it's life or death. If I'm ill, if I get ill and I feel that I have some of the symptoms and none of the herbs or anything that I'm taking for myself helps to get rid of that, and I feel that I need to go there, yes, I don't have a choice but to do it. But I'm just at a point right now, because of how they want to inflate the numbers, that I think there's a lot of different things going on for that, and I'm not going to subject myself to that mess. And I need King to walk us through, because Miss T can't come back and she has taken the test as well. So
yes. So what do they put something on you before they put it up in your nose, or they just do it? How quick?
No,
they dry hump you.
It takes about 30 seconds to do, because they're gonna talk you, calm you down, because most people it's really uncomfortable just to think about it, and they have you tilt your head back, and they get you in the right angle, because it's a medical professional because of that. Okay. Because when at the correct angle, it's a straight shot to go back to the nasopharynx. So the swab goes into nasopharynx. They twist it around. It's very gentle. It just feels weird because something's in your nose. And once they're done getting it, they pull it out very slow. That's literally all it is.
And then when they pull it out, what do they put it in?
It's a little jar thingy, and they just go take a
Put your
test.
name on it?
is your name
Yeah,
on
you
it?
have yes, anything you have, any type of test you have from any medical professional that's legal, it's gonna have to have your name on it. Especially if it's something with pandemic.
See me, I'm gonna have to go with you to the testing site so I can make sure you mixing mine up or
With somebody else.
And give me my results, because these numbers are rising so fast, and we know it's a bit scary. So it's a new virus out here. Yes, it's gonna spread, but I feel like it's spreading so fast to where it's like, okay, something else got to be up. And every time you hear the news, they're always saying, you can get it through this. 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 It's like, okay, what is going on? What are y'all mixing up in the kitchen?
They don't know what's going on. That's the problem. They don't know how it's.
Let me help y'all. I will help y'all with this, because a few years back at my school district, we had a mumps outbreak. Now, people who are of a certain age know about the mumps. It is not a harmful virus or disease or whatever, but it gestates for 30 days before you ever get a symptom. So you're walking, touching everything. So the mumps was hard to catch because the person had it for 30 days, passing everywhere. It broke out in my school district, and thankfully I did not catch it, but I had to learn a lot about virus control, cleaning. We have to do bloodborne pathogens training as a teacher every single year. So I have a little bit of knowledge. I'm not a professional, but I know about stopping the spread of things in a school environment where a lot of people are going. With the virus, first and foremost, we want to understand a virus that's something you can cure. A virus, you have to just let it run its course. Unfortunately, depending on the strength of the virus can cause things to go so far down, but your body is too weak to let it pass. The virus will eventually pass one way or another. Most of them do. COVID passes, okay? There's that. Now, when it comes to the masks, people have a misconception about why we're having masks. For one, masks are not for us, the person wearing them. The masks that we wear are not for us. The masks that we wear are for the people around. And that's the first thing. You're like, well, you're breathing through it. It's not filtered. It's not for that. It's to stop what you're breathing out to go to somebody else. That's when you get past that and you realize that's what the mask is for, it makes a lot more sense because you could be asymptomatic, meaning you're a carrier and you don't even know you have it. And so you're touching, coughing, just breathing, touching people, whatever, and not even knowing that you have it, passing it on. So there's that. Now, any type of virus can live on non-living surfaces, non-porous surfaces for a certain amount of time. Living surfaces like our human cells, it can stay there for a longer time, especially with the way this virus works. Which is why I say wash, clean, disinfect, whatever. Touching around your mouth, your nose, your eyes, anything that is porous, that takes things in or has a secretion like your eyeballs or anything like that, those are higher risk areas because the germs can get in and go in a lot faster rather than just the tip of your hands. So that's all of that. As far as the reason why numbers are rising so high, for anybody who knows about when you STD, the rise of STDs in the early 80s, 80s and 90s, it's already been there. It's been there. It's not we're getting more and more cases. We're just becoming more aware of those cases. As more people are being tested and more people are available to test, it is going to spike quickly because we're just not becoming aware that people have it. So since they just now started adding more tests so quickly, their numbers are going to spike first, and then they'll keep rising for a little bit slowly, and then it'll begin to level off if we didn't open back up already, which I think is a mistake, but it's a whole other topic. We're talking about testing right now. So I do think it's very important to get tested, whether or not how uncomfortable you are. It's not even so much for you as it is for somebody else. Even if you're just in your own household, you need to know. If you don't know, you can't take enough steps to get better. If you do know and you're asymptomatic and you're perfectly healthy, you have to take steps to protect everybody else. If you do know and now you're showing symptoms and you didn't show them, it's how you're able to learn to be able to be stronger and do things to protect those around you. Okay? So that should give you the good synopsis rundown of everything that you need to know for that.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna stay in the house because I'm not getting that thing in my nose.
Right.
I can respect that. I totally can respect that. It's just, it's part of life. I think of it like, hold on, let me get this fixed.
Because what if that's a bad sinus day for me and I got all this mucus in the back of my neck?
What would you say?
What if it's a bad?
Change the subjects because we're running to the end of the show. And we have to get to
okay, but back to everything. My thing is like you said, well, you explained it about the numbers spiking because so many people don't know or have to get tested to find out if they're asymptomatic. But I still feel that there's some type of way that something is going on to continue this so quickly. It's just I know it's been here already. It's been here before January. It's been here already.
They said it's been here since according to the doctor that came on the radio yesterday, he said it's been here since June of last year.
So them times that y'all was sick and you didn't know why.
I heard echo.
I did see somebody phone was up loud.
That's Aaron's phone.
I fixed it already.
That wasn't me.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't you.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this final topic. So y'all ready?
Okay, let's go. Thank you, King.
You're welcome.
Still ain't doing it.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. All right, so this is what Aaron Gay put in for us to talk about tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Aaron take over, give us the rundown, the hoo-ha situation.
Aaron, wait. I gave my kids the list of what we were talking about tonight. Don't know who that person is. And I said, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I wonder what's she doing, or what's she gonna be talking about her. They cried laughing at me.
Oh my God.
Rightfully so.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the topic that I wanted to talk about with Tekashi 6ix9ine is he gave or attempted to give $200,000 to the No Kid Hungry Foundation. They declined his donation. Now, many of you should know No Kid Hungry is pretty self-explanatory. They feeding hungry kids. They declined his donation, and their reason for the decline, one of the representatives of the foundation said, "We are grateful to Mr. Hernandez's generous offer to donate to No Kid Hungry, but we have informed his representatives that we have declined the donation. As a child-focused campaign, it is our policy to decline funding from donors whose activities do not align with our mission and values." For me, I feel some type of way, because at the end of the day, your mission and your core value is to make sure that you are feeding the hungry. And with this pandemic and everything going on, people are losing their jobs. Kids are now at home more. So you have people who don't necessarily have funds to continue to furnish their household with food. My college student is home now. My son is home full time, and he's 16, but he's a grown ass man. He can eat, you know what I'm saying? So that's more money going out of my household. So because someone's who they are don't align with your core value, which your principle is, your priority is making sure children eat, why would you decline that money?
Okay. Oh, D is gone. Okay. Well, we all know that our government has its picks and chooses.
Right.
And we can even take that with the COVID-19. They have their picks and chooses. They said it at the beginning, let the elderly die. So they as they say, they want to be the ones to take care of the hungry, but they want the hungry to seek after them and ask them for the assistance. And I'll give you a breadcrumb if you jump through hoops to get it. But if anyone else, like this man who I don't know what his background is, but looking at the tattoos, he probably has an extensive, and looks like he's in a courtroom, an extensive background.
Don't know nothing.
And I guess they feel that, oh, your money is tainted and it can't do what we want to do. We don't want anything to do with your money. So it's all the government. The government just, you know.
And see, and like I had told Aaron at first, because we had this conversation before we came on a live. I understand both sides of it. I understand why the people should get angry about not taking the money, because there are hungry kids out here. I get it. So like I had told her, someone from the organization should have deliberated and find another way to accept this money. Mm-hmm. Maybe put it under somebody else's name or something like that. I get it. Yes, that's they bad, but also their mission statement is their mission statement, and they cannot go against it.
But their mission
hold
statement.
on. I'm not finished. This man has been with the law for a long time. He been involved with the law for a long time. So he has a not so good background. Yes, he's doing good now that he's back out here snitching on people, doing this and doing that. Basically, he's been given a second chance. So he want to go around and give back because they gave him a second chance. I get it. But I can't go and throw away what I do just to accept your money. But on the flip side, there are kids who need to eat.
Their kids hungry. It doesn't matter.
There are kids who need to eat. So, like I said, for one, that's his team fault for not digging deep into the organization mission statement to figure out how can we go and give these people this money? And then also on the what it is, no kids hunger.
No kid hungry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kid hungry. They should have found another way to accept this money. But then it also go back to the saying, all money ain't good money. So it's a lot of things play in this. So it's like it's a 50-50 with me. I get what they saying, I get what he's saying. So I can't fault nobody for being true to themselves. I can't. They go back on. Never mind. I'm not gonna bring that back up. Go ahead.
Their mission statement.
Okay, hold on. Before you read that mission statement, I told you to go and find the full mission statement, not the summarized version of it, because nobody's going to post on their website, on their home screen, the entire mission statement. You know, mission statements are not just 2 or 3 sentences.
They bad. They need to post it. But
you can go find it. It's posted. You can go find it. It's posted. You can go find it. But just reading the summarized mission statement to clarify your answer is not going to work.
It is going to work.
You need the whole thing, not just the
you gonna let me
summarized
read it,
version
or you
of
gonna
it.
keep talking?
I'm gonna let you read it, but I told you before we got online, get all your information before you go and give part of the information.
I'm on the website. I'm on the website.
But pull up the whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
No Kid Hungry is a national campaign run by Share Our Strength, a nonprofit working to solve problems of hunger and poverty in the United States and around the world. After 25 years of successfully investing in local nonprofits and helping find the best approaches to eradicating poverty and hunger, Share Our Strength has launched No Kid Hungry in 2010. As a child hunger organization, ending childhood hunger is our primary focus. Through Share Our Strength continues to invest in and develop other campaigns. Their primary focus is to end childhood hunger. And you have the funds. No one said that was dirty money. He had a lucrative career, even though he's not good at, I won't say he's not good at what he's doing, but he made some legal money and he chose to invest that. Now, my take is, if he hadn't posted he was giving that money, they would have took it. But I feel because the tag on him is that he's a snitch, whatever that is, no one wants to deal with him. One, that's not fair to him. Don't call him a snitch when this man has a family as well. You know what I'm saying? So you want me to do time because I was around somebody that did something bad and they won't take their leave? And so I'm supposed to get street cred because I didn't tell. And I got a family that's going to suffer if I'm not working. Y'all are crazy. Primary focus, ending childhood hunger. They forgot all about that when they declined that money.
Okay, listening to that, I can, yeah. If he hadn't have spoken out about it, I believe that they would have taken the money. But he spoke about it, so they're in this situation that, oh, we don't want a bad name for ourselves. But if their primary focus is the children, that's your primary focus. Your team of people, your team of people should have a way of, well, they take the money and then you have a way of coming back and you speaking to the public saying, yes, we've received an exceptional amount of money from such and such, and we have, put the words out there. There are words, there are people that can put these words and make it good and flip a whole situation that we see one way one minute, but then after they keep talking, we see it another way. It's about the children. Point blank, it's about feeding the children.
Period.
But again, whoever was at the head of that table was like, we don't want this scandal.
So
I disagree.
You disagree with all of it?
Your point actually about it was about the kids take the money. Absolutely no, because I could totally take drug money and feed people. I could take money from embezzlement and steal from the rich and give to the poor. That Robin Hood mentality only really works in fairy tales. When the fact of the matter is, if it comes from a source that is bad in the public eye, the court of public opinion can cause a company to lose funding and donations.
But who gives a fuck? It's about the dang on
okay, but
children.
Aaron, you missed.
But
You're not listening to my point.
We are not
listening.
disagreeing with you. We are not disagreeing with you at all about it's about the kids. We're not. But like I had told you before we got on live, if you had a mission statement to only do this, and your primary focus is this, and someone who goes against your company mission,
how is he going against?
We don't know the full mission statement. That's what I'm saying. You only point out the kids because you already have your mindset on feeding the kids.
Do we know that money is dirty money?
I'm not saying it's dirty money, but he does have a not so good background, and they don't want to affiliate their companies with that. But
so does Jay-Z. Jay-Z got a not so good background. I bet you if he had to gave $200K, they would have took it.
Okay, but if he go a different way,
but cancels out everything else that you're saying.
If he go a different way of doing it, like we said, Tekashi should have did.
Can I please finish?
Okay,
not
go
being
ahead.
interrupted. I was not done. Rude people.
Go for it.
Okay. As I was saying, because I got to regain my train of thought. Like I was saying, the court of public opinion can cancel things. From working with nonprofit organizations, you have to be very, very precise with where you take your money from. It can be a ton of money. However, if the person attached to it is part of a scandal or currently unpopular to that point, although that money will seem good in the beginning, it will stop future donations when people will always associate you with that particular person. And with Tekashi 6ix9ine's current situation, he's bad. He looks bad in the court of public opinion and in the actual court. He looks bad for the streets. He looks bad for legitimate people. He looks bad in the rap game. Like, all of it is bad, bad, bad. So yes, a bunch of money. However, that one lump sum will stop them from getting other money. Because if they take that money, people who donate to them on a regular basis or are constant supporters will withdraw their money. So one lump sum over regular continued money. And I know that from doing nonprofits. If you watch any type of Law and Order or any type of shit like that, let's say if you take this deal, then everything's off the table. If they take that deal, I guarantee you, money that they're receiving on a regular basis would have been off the table. Now, you mentioned that you didn't know what snitching is. Snitching has to do with a code of the streets and the code of the gangs. People don't realize that actual gang members who are like old school gang members actually had a code. It was a code of protecting your own. So anybody who was in your gang was protected by you by all costs. By hook, by crook, by death, whatever. You, being part of that gang, was supposed to protect them in that regard. So when he did that, he got into it originally, supposedly, for clout. And when he started ratting people out, that broke all the law in the code of the streets. So people who are part of those gangs, who are also high up in business areas, he's now blacklisted. When he went to jail, a bunch of money stopped. He's out of jail, but he's still associated with gangs. So anything that's going to have to deal with kids, if you are getting money from somebody associated with gangs, they're not going to take it. If they try to get Bill Cosby to give them money, they think twice or 3 times or 4 times before they took that money because of what Bill Cosby's reputation has become now. Is the money so good to spend? Hell yeah. But if it is attached to something that's unsavory, that people behind the scenes will not like, it will cause them to lose in the long run. They can get that money from somebody else who is not out there wilding like that, promoting a lifestyle that goes against what their values are when it comes to kids. The gang lifestyle goes against everything that they stand for. So I wouldn't take that money either from them. As much as I would like it, I wouldn't, because I know the donors behind would not support me any longer. And I would lose a good chunk of support because of that money being received from that person. That's what I was trying to get at. I would love for the money to go to the organization. Yes, the dollar is good. But who it's attached to will affect
why he
future
just
things.
can't give the money to Aaron and let her go take care of the children?
Right.
And that's what
I'll
I'm
be here
saying.
for that.
That's what I'm saying.
That.
That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with nothing Aaron said or anything. I'm just saying there are proper channels certain people have to go through if they want to donate money, knowing that their background is not good. The kids gonna still be hungry. We need to accept all the funds that we can, but we're not gonna just do any and everything to get it. We had a comment real quick. Tony said, I understand both sides. As a nonprofit organization, they have the right to turn the money away if it affects other donors given to this organization. So basically the same thing you were saying, Damon. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what that's all I can say. And you know what? You're being so rude right now.
What I did?
You being so rude right now.
No, I'm not.
And I don't like it.
I'm letting y'all talk.
And I don't like it. So we come to the we have come to the end. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. Everybody, thank you all for tuning in. We had a great interview today, and let me get my thoughts together.
Why y'all tripping?
I mean, let me get off live real quick.
Let it go. Let it go.
Oh, shit. Don't do that.
I can't hear you, King. You on mute, King.
He is on mute. How do I end the live?
King on mute.